It's officially the fall market, which means the real estate market should be softening and seasonality should be bringing some much needed price drops to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And at the same time, mortgage rates have just broken above 8% for the first time in decades. So even with seasonal price drops, housing is still going to seem very unaffordable to many buyers. However, you can get a mortgage rate as low as 4.5% and still take advantage of these seasonal price drops simply by looking at new construction. To help home buyers combat these crazy high mortgage rates, builders' incentives are higher than ever. Many builders are given the option to either get a huge amount of flex cash, which you can spend towards closing costs, buying down your mortgage rate, or reducing your purchase price, or they're offering you a very low rate, typically between 4.5% to 6%. And in some cases, they'll give you both a low rate and money towards closing costs. Now, just to give you an idea of how big of a deal these promotional rates are, on a $500K home, taking the 6% promotional rate from a builder instead of the market rate of 8% is going to save you about $638 every month in interest payments. That's more than $7,600 savings every year. So new construction is definitely the way to go in this market if you're worried about affordability. And as far as price drops, there are actually new construction communities here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area right now selling homes as low as 76.3% of the list price. One builder is literally advertising an incentive of $70,000 off the list price. And for perspective, if you were to buy a $500K home at 76.3% of list price, that's like getting the home for $381,500 and saving $118,500. So in today's video, we're looking at which new construction communities in the Dallas-Fort Worth area are having the biggest price drops. But we're not stopping there. We're also going to be looking at what incentives these builders might be offering so you can find the absolute best deal. My name is Michael. I own a local real estate brokerage here in the Dallas area. And if you're looking to make a move in the Dallas area, whether it's next week or next year, I'd love to connect. I've helped every one of these yellow dots find their little piece of Texas, and I'd love to help you too. Just call, text, or shoot me an email. All that info is in the description below. Okay, I've looked at all the counties, all the cities, all the communities in all of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and the best deals I could find were mostly in Collin County. As a side note, I was actually very surprised to see that in Fort Worth, of over 200 new construction homes sold in the last 30 days, the median sale was at 100% of list price. So Fort Worth and the surrounding areas generally have lower priced homes to begin with, but there are almost no discounts happening beyond that right now. Okay, so the cities we're going to be looking at today in order are going to be Aubrey, Texas, which is in Denton County. Then in Collin County, we have Prosper, Celina, and Melissa. Then we're going to move over to Rockwall County and visit Royse City. So these are the top 5 communities having the biggest price drops, also having great incentives. And every single one of these cities has something great to offer you, so you absolutely want to make sure you watch until the end of this video. Okay, the first community we're checking out today is going to be in Aubrey, Texas. As you can see on the map here, Aubrey is about 1 hour straight north of Dallas, Texas. It's a great location for you if you're looking to work in Frisco, in McKinney, in Denton, maybe Louisville, as well as if you're looking to work in the Plano area on the west side at the Legacy West area. That's right here. There are a lot of company headquarters here, so I'll be referencing the Legacy West area quite a bit in this video. But everywhere I've mentioned will be within a 30 to 45 minute drive of Aubrey. Aubrey is still a small town, but it's rapidly growing. In fact, the population has nearly doubled in just the last 3 years, from 5,350 people in 2020 up to 9,551 people today in 2023. It has an annual growth rate of 21.31%. This is the growth you want to see if you're buying a home somewhere. You want an area that people are flooding to because presumably they'll continue moving in for years to come, which means there will always be demand. And demand is what drives prices up. And as a side note, Aubrey has a population under 10,000 people, but it's attached to all of the giant cities around it. So it doesn't really feel like a small town at all. It's not like you have a big city and then a 10 or 15 minute drive and then you're in Aubrey. It's not like that. You can be driving around in Aubrey and not even realize that you've just crossed over into Prosper or Little Elm. So low population, but it doesn't feel small or isolated at all. Taking a quick look at niche.com, they give Aubrey a B+ overall and an A- for public schools. Aubrey has new construction ranging anywhere from $300K up to $1 million+. And looking at new construction sales that closed here in Aubrey within the last 30 days, they sold at an average of 96.2% of list price for $440,000 in a whopping 204 days. Now, I think that days on market number is probably a bit misleading. It seems likely that a lot of these builders are listing their lots as build to suit, so the lot will sit there racking up days on market until they find someone who wants house to build their own custom floor plan on it, which drags the days on market way up. The biggest discount that was given in the last 30 days was 10.6%, so 89.4% of the list price, and it was located in the first community we're going to be checking out today, Sandbrook Ranch. This is a beautiful, award-winning community, and though it offers many price points, it also houses the most expensive homes in Aubrey as well. So if you've ever heard, don't buy the most expensive house in the neighborhood, this one is a great opportunity to buy a $500K home and be surrounded by $800,000 and $900,000 homes. But this is a really great community, and I wanted to show you some of the amenities. Let's start with the carriage house. This is your community center. Great room, demonstration kitchen, fitness center. It's got a video, but let's just look at the pictures. You can see here it is a beautiful clubhouse. So you have a pond. You actually have 2 of these fishing ponds in the community, and the pool is overlooking this pond. So there you got a fire pit overlooking the pond. Here you have the fitness center. Look at this beautiful fireplace. The joy of the fitness center. That could be you right there. Okay, I think you get it. Okay, there is the pool. As you can see, this pool has an infinity edge overlooking the water there, so that's pretty cool. This is what the pool looks like, and there it is overlooking the pond. Looking at the builders page, we've got Coventry homes from the 630s to 750s. Those are 60 feet lots. We've got David Weekley homes from the 440s to the 650s. Then we've got Highland homes from the 400s to the 900s. Looking at these builders incentives, Highland Homes, the most expensive, is offering $15K in flex cash. But this cannot be used for a price reduction. This is just towards closing costs, buying down the rate, things like that. Coventry, actually on select homes, is offering a 2-1 buy down, which ends at a 6.5% rate. So that means year 1, you're at a 4.5% mortgage rate. Year 2, you're at 5.5%, and year 3 and beyond, you're at a 6.5%. So this still could be useful, but the best of all 3 of these builders is actually the lowest price. It's going to be David Weekley, and they're currently offering a 5.99% conventional for the full 30-year term. So David Weekley is offering the best incentives, they're already the lowest price, and they've given the biggest discount this month. So if you're looking for a great deal, this is a great place to start. And I wanted to walk you through one of their floor plans because this is one they actually have available right now. It's currently listed there at $519,900. Well, let's take a look at some of these photos. Actually, let's go back. It's a sample exterior. You walk in, you've got a nice little study office here. But the main area, look at that kitchen. Super tall ceilings, wide open living. Look at that living room. So a really beautiful home. Just imagine that being your master bedroom. Great finishes here in the bathroom. So this is a lot of house for the price. And that one at $519,900 is 2,433 square feet and is 4 bedrooms and 3 full baths. Now, to give you an idea of this incentive, on a $500K home at 5% down, taking that 5.99% rate versus the market 8% is literally going to save you $641 every month in interest. That's $7,692 a year in interest you will not be paying to the bank. And at the very least, on average in this community, regardless of the builder, you're getting a 3.8% discount, which on a $500K home would still be $19,000, which is a lot of money. And if you want to get a good idea of what kind of discount you can expect at your specific price point, since I am only covering one community in this video, I made a video last month going much more in depth on new construction discounts specifically here in Aubrey, Texas. And I did that by different price points. So if you might be interested in Aubrey, make sure and watch that video here. Okay, let's move on. Up next, we're heading to Prosper, Texas. Looking at the map here, you can see that Prosper, Texas is located about 45 minutes literally directly north of downtown. Now it's actually right next to Aubrey. So Aubrey's right here. Prosper is actually 15 minutes closer, mostly because it is right off the tollway, so it's very easy to get to. Whereas Aubrey, you have to take 380, which has a lot of stoplights and will take you a while to get over here. Again, this is a great location for you if you're looking to work in Frisco, if you're looking to work in McKinney, or that Legacy West area, which is just right here. To get you to Legacy West from here would take only probably about 20 minutes. So if you're working at any of these headquartered companies, Prosper is a great location for you. Prosper is also home to the famous Crystal Lagoon there in Windsong Ranch. This is a 5-acre crystal clear lagoon with sandy beaches, lounge chairs, and water sports. Prosper is another small town that is growing fast. In the last 10 years, the population has grown from just 15,600 people to 41,752 people, and it's still growing at a rate of 10.6% annually. Again, this is the kind of growth you want to see. You want to know there's going to be consistent demand because that's what's going to drive prices up in the long run. Looking at niche.com, they gave Prosper an A+ overall and an A+ in public schools. This is a top tier market, probably the best in all of Collin County. Prosper has new construction ranging anywhere from the high 500s up to the 2 million plus range. So there are options for everyone. They're also currently trying to build the most expensive high school football stadium in all of Texas. It would be an 8,000 seat stadium and would cost $48 million. Now, looking at the homes that closed here in the last 30 days, they sold at an average of 95.9% of list price for $915,000 in 77 days. The biggest discount given was an incredible 19.7% discount, so 80.3% of list price, which at this price point translated to a $295,000 discount. And this was located in the next subdivision we're checking out. This is Star Trail. And as you may have guessed by the price point, Star Trail is an incredible community, and homes start around $800K there. Looking at their website, you've got American Legend on 55-foot lots, American Legend 65-foot lots, Britain Homes here starting at the high 900s. Highland Homes, you can see on their smaller lots, their 55-foot lots are from the 700s, the rest are from the 652 million plus. Toll Brothers starting at 1.2 million, although I actually think there might be a few that have sold lower than that, but these are on the large 86-foot home sites. Then we've got Coventry Homes from the 1 million plus. Highland Homes also on the 86-foot lots there from the 1 to the 1.8 plus. Now by far the biggest incentives I found in this community are given by Toll Brothers. They're giving up to $75,000 off on final opportunities, and quick move-in homes, they're offering a 5.49% conventional 30-year fixed. So I want to give you an example of one of these Toll Brothers listings that's available at a 5.49% rate, and just how big of a deal it is. If you were looking at a 900K home here at 5% down, and you took the builder's 5.49% rate instead of the market 8%, that's literally saving you $1,424 every single month in interest. That's $17,088 a year that stays in your pocket instead of the bank's. So not only do you get some incredible incentives in an amazing community, but there is definitely room to come down on a lot of these homes. I wanted to give you an idea of what one of these Toll Brothers homes looks like. This is the Longview Classic floor plan. I'm showing it because they currently have a Longview with Mediterranean exterior listed for just under 1.4, but I just want to give you an idea of how great these homes look. So this would be your entry. Let's just do a few. Let's just move into the living and dining area. So this would be the living area that you walk into. This is directly, if you came straight in the front door. Sorry if this is a bit laggy. You've got a beautiful kitchen over here, dining back here. Very quickly, let's check out the master bedroom. Look at this bedroom. Look at those ceilings. Let's check the bathroom real quick and that'll be it. Okay, walking into the bathroom. Got your tub between the two sinks. Check the shower. Okay, there's your shower directly across from the tub. Let's see the size of the closet, and that will be it for this one. Don't want to spend too much time here. Look at the size of this closet. Okay, so right now, on average in this community, based on the last month, you'd be getting a 9.9% discount, which at the average home price of $1.24 million would be almost a $123,000 discount on average, which is a ton of money. And if this is out of your price range, but you think you might want to be in Prosper, last month I made a very detailed video covering all the different price points in Prosper, Texas and what you can expect. So if you think you're into Prosper, make sure and check out that video next. Okay, let's move on. Now we're headed over to Celina, Texas. As you can see, Celina is directly north of Prosper. It would take you about 49 minutes to get to downtown. Again, the reason is it uses that same tollway. You'd pass right by Prosper and you'd hit Celina. So all the same areas we've been talking about so far. If you want to work in Frisco, McKinney, Denton, anywhere like that, this is an ideal location for you. And I actually like to call Celina Prosper Junior because it's very similar to Prosper in the things that they offer and has new construction ranging anywhere from the mid 400s up to the 2 million plus range as well. So you get a very similar feel to Prosper, and even many homes in Celina are located in Prosper ISD, so you can benefit from their good schools. But but the homes are starting at about $200,000 less than if you were in Prosper. This is why I call it Prosper Junior. And Celina, much like the last two cities, is growing fast. Population has grown from just 17,702 people to 43,081 people, and it's growing at an annual rate of 34.51%. So it's the fastest growing of all the cities we've seen today. Again, this is the kind of growth you want to see when you're buying a home. Good demand means prices are going to be good when you go to sell. Looking at niche.com, they give Celina an A and their public schools an A. If you'll remember, Prosper had a plus on each of those. So again, Celina is like Prosper Junior. It's very close, but it's priced a little bit lower. Looking at the homes that closed here in the last 30 days, they sold at an average of 97.3% of list price for $632K in 48 days. But the biggest discount given last month was 11.6%, so 88.4% of list price, and it was located in the Liliana subdivision. And this is actually one of those neighborhoods like I was talking about where you live in Celina, but you get Prosper schools. Let's take a quick look at Liliana's amenity map. So this is the whole neighborhood. You've got quite a few parks. You've got the dog park, you've got the elementary school located right there in the neighborhood. You've got another park with zip lines and playground. Bluebonnet Park has a basketball courts. The amenity center has your pool. You've got a catch and release pond. You've got nature trails. So a lot of amenities here for the size of the neighborhood. And homes here start in the low 500,000s. Looking at their website, the builders include American Legend, Bloomfield, and MI Homes. And it's not listed here, but I know that Highland Homes actually builds in here as well. And as far as incentives, American Legend is offering nothing. Bloomfield is offering maybe $5,000 to closing. It varies based on the house. And they'll pay the title policy. So maybe around a $9,000 value. Highland Homes, of course, has their $15,000 flex cash, but the biggest incentive by far was with MI Homes. They're offering a 6.125% conventional and $5,000 towards closing costs on select homes. So this is a good one where you get a good rate and some money towards closing costs. So let me tell you how good the savings will be with MI, and then I want to show you what one of their homes looks like because they're very beautiful homes for the price. At the average community sales price of $710K, with 5% down, taking that 6.125% rate versus the market 8%, this is going to save you $716 every single month in interest. That's $8,592 a year saved. Now let's take a look at what one of their homes looks like. Again, this is a 3D tour on my browser, so it might get a little laggy, but just look at this incredible entry. Okay, let's keep going. You have the dining room here. Let's get to the main living and kitchen. Won't spend too much time in here, but if you want to know anything more about this floor plan or see more photos, just let me know. Look at this. Look how tall these ceilings are. Look at all that natural light. This is an enormous living area. You've got your fireplace. There's your front door. I mean, this is really an incredible house. Going over to the kitchen. I mean, you get it. Nothing really to say. It's just a beautiful home. Great finishes. Wide open, natural light. What more could you ask for? All of this at a 6.125 rate, and they give you $5,000 towards closing costs. So not only do you get some really great incentives here in an amazing community, and you're getting Prosper schools, but there is definitely room to come down on a lot of these homes. At the very least, on average in this community, looking at the last 30 days, you're getting a 4.9% discount, which on the average community price of $710K would be a $34,790 discount, which is a lot of money. That's just on average. Okay, let's move on from here. Up next, we're going to be headed over to Melissa, Texas. Okay, looking on the map, you can see that Melissa, Texas is about 47 minutes from downtown Dallas. And this is with no traffic. You should know 75 gets a decent amount of traffic, which you just go straight up Highway 75 into Melissa. So it's actually a very easy area to get to. It's actually a shorter drive, even though Aubrey here seems about the same distance. Since there's no major highway, Melissa is much closer than Aubrey. If you'll remember, Aubrey was about an hour. Melissa's only about 45 minutes. And this again is another great area if you're looking to work in that Plano Legacy West area. I've had a lot of people who are moving here. They want to be in the 400s. They're working at the Plano Legacy West area. Melissa has been a great option for them for new construction because you'd still be within about a half an hour commute because you can just take this highway straight down. New construction in Melissa ranges anywhere from the mid 300s up to the 800s. The population has grown from just 14,370 people to 23,721 people at an annual growth rate of 18.91%. But Melissa is really just at the beginning stages of its growth. I would definitely expect this population to continue growing for many years to come. And if you needed any extra reason to move to Melissa, you've got a Buc-ee's. No explanation needed. If you know, you know. Looking at niche.com, it gives Melissa an A overall and an A for public schools. Remember, that is the same rating we just saw in Celina, but homes here are at least another $100,000 less, and it's not much further. In fact, you can buy a home here in Melissa in the 300,000s and get elementary, middle, and high school that are all rated at least a 7 or better. It's actually very rare to find homes with all 3 schools rated a 7 or better, and you can do it here in the 300,000s. Now, looking at new construction homes that closed here in the last 30 days, they sold at an average of 97% of list price for $498K in 75 days. The biggest discount given was 8.2%, so 91.8% of list price, and it was located in the Quarry at Stone Ridge subdivision. And this is one of those neighborhoods where all 3 schools are rated by great schools higher than a 7. Now, this is one of those communities that doesn't have any good amenities. It has a walking trail, and it has a little gazebo along the walking trail you can sit at. I think it might have a dog park, but you have a super low HOA here of just $33 a month. So it's more for just maintenance and making sure the neighborhood stays looking nice, which to me is definitely worth $30 a month. Now, the homes listed here start at the low 500,000s, and this is a community built by Meritage. So you can see here's that walking trail, here's that little gazebo. There you go. That could be where you walk, all for $30 a month. Here's some good interior shots of some of the homes. I really do like Meritage homes for the price point. They encapsulate the entire home with spray foam insulation, so it's basically like a big Yeti cooler, and then they also use energy efficient HVAC systems, energy efficient lighting, so it really will save you a ton on your electric bill, especially in these hot summer months. And if you'd like to see what one of these homes looks like inside, I actually did a video tour of one of the homes in this community. It's one of my favorite 5-bedroom floor plans. It's over 3,000 square feet. So if you'd like to see that, you can check it here. And something about this community is it's actually located just outside of McKinney, which has a population of over 200,000 people. So you're like 10 to 15 minutes away from all the shops and restaurants you'll ever need, just like you were in a bigger city, but you get the pricing of a much smaller city. And this community right now is on closeout, which means they're selling just the final homes they have available. And many times you'll find that that means they're willing to give big discounts because it benefits them to close it out quickly so they can pick up all of their staff and move them to the next community and focus all their energy selling there. As of now, they're not offering a low rate, but they are offering $25,000 in flex cash that we've discussed, which could go a decent amount towards paying your closing costs as well as buying down some of the mortgage rate. So you get some really great incentives. You get a great location right there next to McKinney. You get great schools. There's also definitely room to come down on the price, as well as you're starting at a lower price point than the other communities we've looked at. And even though the lowest price home is currently listed at $505K, a similar floor plan just sold in the last 30 days for $458,000. At the very least, on average in this community, you're getting a 4% discount over the last 30 days, which may not sound like much, but on the average home price here of $490,000, that would be a $19,600 discount, which is a lot of money. Okay, that covers Melissa. Up next, we're covering a very similar city, but in a different direction. This is Royse City, Texas. And Royse City is where you're gonna find some really, really nice discounts right now. Looking at the map here, you can see Royse City is just right up Highway 30, directly east out of Dallas. And it's not saying here, but the drive time is 39 minutes at this hour, and there will be traffic going over these lakes, but right now they're about halfway done. They're expanding these bridges from, it's either 4 lanes to 8 lanes or 5 to 10 lanes, but they're doubling the size of these bridges, which is really going to cut back on that traffic time. And I can tell you on the weekend, this would probably be only about a 35-minute drive, and heavy traffic, it would probably take you an hour. So Royse City is located in Rockwall County, and it's a great place to live if you want to commute to Dallas or even Plano or Richardson, because you've got this George Bush tollway right here that gets you up there really quickly. Now, Royse City is actually very similar to Melissa, Texas in many ways, but the home prices are way lower. New construction in Royse City ranges anywhere from the mid 200s up to the 800s. And one thing I want to say about Royse City is it's a great place if you are an investor looking to buy new construction because rents are high and prices are low. You can buy literally the exact same floor plan of one of these builders in Royse City, Texas, and it'll cost you about $100,000 less as the exact same floor plan and builder in Melissa, Texas. I have actually found this for investors. But the rents in both areas are almost exactly the same. Same exact house, same rents, but in Royse City, you're getting the house $100,000 less. So if you're looking to invest in new construction, call me. The population has grown from just 13,716 people to 21,683. It's growing at an annual rate of 16.49%. So these numbers are actually very similar to Melissa as well. And if you needed any extra reasons to move to Royse City, you also have a Buc-ee's in Royse City. Again, if you know, you know. Now looking at niche.com, they give Royse City a B with the public schools a B+. So you're just one notch away from those Melissa schools. But again, you're saving at least $100,000. So looking at new construction that closed in the last 30 days in Royse City, they sold at an average of 97% of list price for $369,000 in 103 days. Now, if you'll remember, Melissa's average price was $498,000. Over here, it's $369,000. So on average, more than $100,000 less to buy in Royse City. The biggest discount given on new construction in Royse City in the last 30 days was 23.7%. So 76.3% of list price. And it was located in the Meadows at Morgan Creek subdivision. And I want to show you very quickly, these are not dumpy homes. These are pretty nice homes. If we look at their 3D walkthrough here, we can see, look at this. It's got taller ceilings. I'd guess they're probably 9 feet. You've got the fireplace. It's open concept. I mean, this is not typical of what you would see at a house at this price point at all. Let's head over to the kitchen. Let's check out the bedroom. Okay, let's check out the master bedroom here. Okay, that was the living area. Okay, here's the bedroom. Let's check the bathroom, and if I'm not mistaken, this one has a giant closet. Look at this bathroom. That is a great bathroom at this price point. Do not sleep on Royse City. There's your shower. Let's see if we can find this closet. And there it is. Look at the size of this thing. Huge. That is a huge closet at this price point. Let's go all the way in it. We could live in here. There you have it. And this, what you see here, is an actual exterior of one of the homes there. They are very nice homes. And just like in Melissa, there are not really any amenities here, but the HOA is very low at about $38 a month. Again, it's just to keep the neighborhood looking nice. And look how crazy this is. New incentives, $70,000 off original price. It's listed right there. $70,000. And the lowest price listing here is currently $329,000. And there are others up to $451,000. But of all the 3 listings that closed here in the last month, they all sold at a massive discount, on average of 77.6% of their list price. The highest sale, the highest of all the 3, was only 78.4% of list price. They are giving away these homes. There's one listed at $329,000 and they're giving $70,000 off. And I wanted to show you on the map that Royse City is located just outside of Rockwall. So the same way Melissa was located just outside McKinney, here in Royse City, you're going to be 10 to 15 minutes from all that Rockwall has to offer, which is a much larger city, has all the shops and restaurants. You're going to be 10 to 15 minutes away from Walmart, Home Depot, Target, Best Buy, Home Goods, Olive Garden, Chili's, all the standard larger suburb things. So with this massive discount being offered, on average in this community, you're getting a 21.6% discount, which at the average list price here of $415K would be about an $89,640 discount. That's insane. So if you're looking for something super cheap, let's go look at Royse City. Call me up. Okay, this is probably going to be the longest video I've ever made. I hope you've enjoyed it. I need to hear from you. What do you want to see me cover next? Do you want to see more of this? Do you want to see different areas, different price points? Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you're looking to buy or sell, or you want to check out some of this new construction or hear about the latest incentives, just call, text, or shoot me an email. I'm available. All that info is in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.